Hello and welcome back to Manor Lords. And in the last episode, we were raided yet again, but this time I don't think we were actually hit too hard by it. As you can see, I did speed time along a little bit, and this was mostly just to rebuild rubble, and as you can see, like I was talking about in the last episode, there's always that one thing that I seem to be missing. But mostly, yes, mostly we just basically rebuilt everything, and there is this new burgage plot, as you can see here. The reason I built this was there was a kind user in the YouTube comments that actually suggested that I am doing burgage plots all wrong. They actually recommended that I demolish all of our burgage plots and basically rebuild them in a more efficient manner. However, I do not feel like doing this. It may be more efficient, but at that point, if I do that, as you can see, we have done a whole lot with burgage plots, and I feel that at that point I would be kind of restarting the village. So instead of doing that, we're going to move forward doing burgage plots correctly, and hopefully we can survive on that. As you can see, it's going to be another hard winter. 1 month of food, yes. Yes, you read that right. So what we have to decide here, is there enough room in this burgage plot to be worth it to plant vegetables? I'm not sure that it is. So with this one we may just do a chicken coop instead. Yeah, so this is going to be something that we are just going to be playing with a little bit, and we're going to actually build another one of these. Where's this road? Click to... Oh, it's not a full road. Okay. So then we could probably... Let's see. It looks like it wants to create a whole bunch of houses here. This is the other problem, is I just do not enjoy making burgage plots. So I feel like even if I did start all the way over on them, you know, this is what would happen. This is exactly what would happen. I am no good at this. And to me, it's just kind of... It's not fun for me to figure this out. I wish you could decide beforehand, before you build a burgage plot, like, okay, I want backyard space, right? I did mention this in an earlier episode. It would be so nice if I could just click on this, and then there would be a little menu that's like, okay, I want one house, right? And I want a lot of backyard space or something like this. However, I don't feel like explaining that all again, but basically, wow, this is a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, bring that piece
It
over
just
here.
seems it really wants to do 4+ houses. 1, 2, 3.
Let's straighten this up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this system just does not like me at all. This one did it right away. There was no issues. I'm wondering maybe if I like do this road, maybe if I split these, maybe now it'll work. Probably not. Let's see. Aha, see, no, it absolutely hates me. Up, okay, there we go. Okay, so I guess if you move this point along certain directions, that does it. Okay, we're gonna commit to that. Now let's try this again. So we're gonna put this one, we don't have enough timber, is that what's going on? No, we have enough timber. Totally sure. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, yeah, that wants a whole lot of houses. No, there, right there we go. Okay, I think I've sort of gotten the hang of that finally. So if we do that, I think this one we could probably try the vegetables out, and this one we might just go with another chicken coop, because I'm not entirely sure how much backyard space you actually want to make good use of the vegetables. But yes, this helpful commenter on the YouTube channel, I thank you, and we're going to see. Now, you did ask me, is this a challenge run? And to that I said no. However, if you go back to the earlier episodes, you will actually see that I found out pretty quickly that this was all randomized, and I wasn't expecting that when I started the game. I kind of expected it would be a static map, especially being just the one developer. I really did expect that things would be a little more static, and what I kind of expected was that you would just kind of be randomized in one of these regions, and otherwise the regions themselves would be static, and the whole map would be static. I found out very quickly that was not the case, but I was already an episode in, and I did not feel like min-maxing our starting region. I don't think you should have to. I feel like I get it, the world is not so simple, but I mean it's not exactly random either. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the fact that our berries are way over here, etc. So with all of that said, yeah, I mean I figured out that we were going to have some issues, but I didn't really want to start over the entire campaign. So this is where we're at. So it kind of has turned into a challenge. We've been running out of food, we've been having a lot of issues there, but I've actually been kind of having fun with it, and so that's why I've actually continued with this game, even though it has come with some difficulties. So now we do have a storehouse over here for our extra logs and all that stuff, and we're going to place, maybe we only need the one person over there. I'm not sure. Didn't I put one over here? We have one person on this one and 3 on this one. Okay, well, we'll just leave that one to one person, and we're going to speed things along a little bit. Unfortunately, we are also going to be hurting on food because they did not start plowing quickly enough. I'm not sure why that was. So yeah, hopefully these burgage plots, yes, these are done. Okay, so we're gonna place another chicken coop here, and hopefully they finish this one rather quickly. I don't know how often. It just says passive yield of eggs. It doesn't really tell you that either, which kind of annoys me. I wish it would give you some idea, like how often do you get eggs? I don't know if have we even gotten a single egg yet. I have no idea. Alright, and this one we're going to do a vegetable garden. And we do have a nice amount of regional wealth, so we could really just keep doing this, make a nice bit of burgage plots here. Doesn't seem like, they didn't cut down those trees, okay. That's fine. I don't think we need this clay furnace here anymore. So the next clay deposit is over there. So we're just going to demolish this. We can actually turn this into another burgage plot. Well, I think I just have to keep making use of roads for this to actually work out well. So we'll put this here. Maybe circle it around a little bit, like that. That might actually be too big, I'm not sure. Okay. It's not making as much use of the land as I was hoping. Wonder if maybe I wrap around like, oh yes, there. That is quite nice. Won't let me construct it. We have the timber. Oh, it's because the supplies are in the way, maybe? Maybe they'll move them soon? Please move them. I'd prefer not to reset this. Hello, somebody? I guess you're all starving, probably. Oh no, actually, nobody's starving yet. One thing we should probably do, since it is winter now, it's always good to move these guys over off of this and onto the woodcutter's lodge. Can only move a few of them, but That'll give them something to do for the winter. And so, we just have to keep hoping that we can keep building up the regional wealth. And we probably shouldn't even be transferring too much of it into treasury, but I want to have enough that I can hire the mercenaries again if we get attacked. Hopefully this time we can actually make a little bit better use of them. Hire mercenaries. Yeah, so obviously, knowing that they are all entirely archers, I still don't know why. I realized they were both archers when we used them last time, but I kind of just, my brain fell apart and decided to use one of them as though they were a melee unit. And that wasn't very smart. I still don't know what the best use of them would be, but I am thinking that instead of kind of sallying out here to meet them, I would just have them maybe in the village somewhere, maybe even like behind a bunch of houses, so that they can long range, something like that. I don't know what the best defensible position would be. Maybe just inside the manor. Wow, it has really taken them a long time to... Hold on, is it even... Is this a visual bug? Is it actually rebuilt and it just doesn't look like it is? It seems like it's rebuilt, I think. That is strange. I wonder if the walls... Wait, hold on. Do I have to redo the whole plan, maybe? Close. Commit? Well, that is strange. Yeah, I guess they haven't had the extra timber for it. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay. Nothing we can do about that at the moment. Okay, on the other side of things, I completely forgot to mention this. I was worried about food. However, we did have the wheat that hadn't been turned into bread yet, and so that's finally getting turned into bread. So actually, I think we should be able to make it through winter just fine. I don't think there should be any issues. I don't know why it took them so long to actually make this bread. I think the people at the farmhouse were just busy on the barley. And they only plowed one of them. I don't understand that either. Highest, highest. Okay, maybe these shouldn't actually be on highest. Maybe I should leave them all on medium. I did have these guys focusing on threshing. Maybe we should put that back to medium as well. Okay. So now we have a good 23 bread. We're out of wheat. Do we still have flour? No, we've used all the flour. Okay, so we have 19 bread to get us through the rest of this winter, which it is just about over. And they still have not moved this wood. Let's see if it's still preventing us from making this plot. It seems like it probably is. Oh, maybe not? No, okay, it is. It doesn't tell me, though. I mean, is it? I feel like we've done this before where we were able to place. It never really tells you. Alright, well. So we paid our taxes. Which means we have a ton of regional wealth. Maybe we should just... I almost want to import more food, but... Let's see, we are doing the trade route of vegetables. That may be the best, is just to go back to importing. So we are again out of food. We can just put a surplus. I mean, it's going to waste a lot of our regional wealth, which I don't love, but at least just for the moment. Alright, wild berries have started growing again. So let's take these guys off the woodcutter's lodge. And put... I always do this one manually because I don't know. There's been a couple of times that I put the foragers on, and for some reason, some guy at the main village always comes and works over here instead of these people. I have no idea what that's about. So this person's working, okay, and some of these don't have families yet. This guy can go here. And can work here as well. And, oh, you have a backyard. Do a chicken coop. There you go. Forager. There. Okay. Now, as soon as those start growing, they should get to work on that. And I guess soon we will also find out if this deep mine, like what actually happens to it when we run low on the actual deposit. From what I understood, if you have a rich deposit, you want the deep mine, because then you can continue mining. That was kind of my understanding. But I don't know if that actually means that you will keep mining after the full deposit is gone, or what. So we'll see on that soon. We're just going to speed things along a little bit more. And we are still just gaining regional wealth because we are... This is why I think our development points were well used, is that we are able to get so much iron, and if we can just start turning some of that into helmets, I think we're going to be doing pretty good. Because as you can see, we are making use of the charcoal pretty good. That's given us... That's the only reason we have a fuel surplus at this point. We were actually doing more terribly on the fuel than we were the food for a while. And thanks to that development point, we are actually doing a little bit better there. So I think the way we rolled this region has really affected the way that we do our development. But I do think I think I could have definitely waited on this, however. I could have gone something like... I was thinking maybe like the heavy plow would have been pretty good. But yes. We weren't having nearly as many issues when I picked up this development point, and I was like, oh, well, if I can make some helmets, then I can beat up some bandits. So that was kind of my thought process there. It just, however, didn't work out. It would be great if I could respec it in some way. And I don't think I can, so we're kind of stuck. However, we're doing great on the regional wealth, which is turning our treasury pretty good as well. Unfortunately, the approval is absolutely terrible. Maybe I should just get rid of their taxes for the moment. You guys have gotten us plenty of treasury, so enjoy that. Is there another easy way that I could... Well, one thing that we can do, actually. Upgrade the church. Hopefully that'll help. Market food variety. Taxation. Okay, so taxation was actually pissing them off quite a bit. I could also try to increase the amount of food types. Maybe by importing more of it. I would like to build up this regional wealth. Let's see. Yeah, we could use it on more backyard extensions. Is there any of these that I don't think a single other one of these has a backyard extension? Definitely not those. It doesn't seem like it. I wish there was a way to tell. It actually looks like there's a good amount of space here. Maybe these ones I should move over as well then. Definitely got vegetables. Our region is being claimed. Okay, not too worried about that. How are we doing over here? Pretty good. Okay, so we are out of bread. And they really didn't even sow the wheat field. That's great. They didn't finish this field either. Why is that? What are these guys doing? Going somewhere, sowing, going somewhere. Okay, so some of them are doing their jobs. Others are just kind of going places. Wonderful. Yeah. So like I said, I don't feel like rebuilding these burgage plots, but I can see how it's hurting us now. Actually, I don't know why. Why did I pick this? I think it was for hides, right? But we don't really need the hides. Can I move it? Can I change it? Yes, okay, there. More eggs. Yes. Okay, so now that I know about just making use of your backyard extensions as one of the best ways to get food, I do think we're going to make use of that. I do still want to have an armorer, though. But it seems like that's going to be something we just have to save for a little bit later. Of course, my city development skills could definitely do with some major improving. This does not look good at all. However, it's what I have been born with. This is as good of city development skills as I am ever going to have, most likely. Okay. Wow, that is a lot of space right there. We're just gonna keep kind of doing that. I think if we have a lot of farming space like that, we could actually just completely get rid of this wheat field. Maybe this one. And just grow only barley. That might be a good way to make use of these fields still. What I understand, I guess fields aren't actually that great for making food, but I don't know, I kind of disagree with it, because I think the fields have actually saved our lives. But we'll see. Once we have more of these burgage plots that are making vegetables and stuff, maybe that will change. So we're just going to speed things along even more and see how this actually goes for us. Okay, and as you can see, our stone church got completed. Now, I don't know why you would want more than one person. I guess just if you're having so many people die, maybe it helps you bury them faster. I think one is probably fine on this. Transporting going somewhere. So yeah, they're just a grave digger. I don't feel like there's any need to have more than one grave digger. Maybe immediately after bandits attack us, that might be good. And we have this extension ready, so we're going to do another vegetable garden. We did burn some of our regional wealth. I don't actually know if that was for food. I'm assuming it was because we got some extra vegetables. But it might have just been... Actually, can't I look? Trade. Minus 1,400 on vegetables. All time. What about the current year? 500. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that trade then. I think we are spending way too much. Do we have too much stone? We have 22 stone. I don't think we need to import any more stone then. Let's get rid of this. And we're still exporting iron. And we still have a ton of iron. We could start selling tools, but I think we're just going to keep them at this point. Because I don't think we're too far away from being able to start making armor and such. We just need to get the food situation sorted out. We're doing fine on fuel. This has really made all the difference in the world for fuel, I feel like. We have people working on all of that. Good amount of timber. How are everybody else feeling? We need a third type of food. And we need to get shoes, clothes, or cloaks. And then we can start making level 3. So we will soon have the ability to have our tavern set up, which is going to be quite nice as well. I took quite a long time to get this set up. I could have done this actually way sooner. But I was just constantly clamoring for food, so... Yes, that was kind of an issue. So why are we still spending regional wealth? What's going on here? Current year. Is it the stone? Okay, let's just go to imports only, right? Current month. Why are you still... Okay, I guess it takes a little bit of time for that to... I did turn it off, right? I did. Okay. Yes, please stop doing that. Oh, yes. And so another thing was that commenter did mention that we could build, have our burgage plots to where there's 2 families. I'm wondering if if I don't just double the living space, will this also cause them to eat less? I'm thinking it will, so that's when we need more homes. That's probably what we're gonna do. I think we hopefully have enough. Hopefully this is enough space to get food from. It looks like we're mostly stocking the heck out of these berries, and that's going great. So yeah, I have no idea. We shall see. Currently, there's nobody living here, but there is chickens, so I'm not sure if just everybody will actually end up working on these or what. It says there's no residing family, but I thought I've seen that we have had eggs, so somebody must be taking care of that. Yeah, I have no idea how this system works. It seems a little crazy to me. Seems a little bit like it's not working, perhaps how it's intended, but I am not completely sure there. Pantry is full. Oh no. Well, didn't I give you guys a granary? Royal tax increased. No, I guess I didn't. Hold on. What? Oh, I could have sworn I built a granary. Alright, well, we're gonna do that now. Logistics? Granary. I could have sworn I gave them one. That will probably actually make things a lot better. They can always move it from one granary to another, I would hope. I hope this doesn't actually hurt us. Maybe that's why I didn't do it before, because I was okay with these guys just going to the forager huts and bringing the berries back. I don't know if they're going to still do that, if there's this granary right here. But it kind of needs to be done because we don't want our forager huts to be completely full. Looks like they have pretty much made it through the wild berries. I wonder if we should take these guys off here. And put them onto the woodcutter's lodge now. Yeah, that's probably what we should do. Okay. Everybody else can just focus on building. Another thing we're going to want to do, but we're not going to do it today, is we're going to want to move or make some extra burgage plots over here. And those will be the people that do the mining so that they're not having to travel so much. We are still having people join. Unfortunately, we did have some time where there was nobody joining, and that seems we've stabilized our approval now. The church seems to be helping there. Are there any of these plots that we can upgrade? It doesn't seem like it. Because there's not enough fuel and not enough types of food. I don't understand that because some of them say that there is enough. So I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time off the recording to look up why this is happening. I don't understand why the requirements for, maybe it just explains here. Requirements for a burgage plot are broken down into 3 categories. The requirements for the amenities and market supply categories of effective approval and are necessary to fulfill in order to upgrade. So it basically does not actually tell us. Residents can access any building in the region by walking, but it helps to connect buildings and burgage plots to the road network. Well, it is connected to the road network, right? I mean, oh, it doesn't actually. Most buildings, I think, tell you, so I don't understand why this doesn't. Burgage plots will then receive their supply based on proximity to the marketplace and resource availability. So, okay, so it's not actually that they don't have any access, but it's just that they aren't able to buy, probably because there isn't a big enough stockpile. That makes sense. So not a lot we can do about that until we just get a stockpile of food, which I'm wondering if is even going to happen this year. So we may just end up having to fully take to that commentator's advice next time. Because so far, at least, this doesn't seem to be enough. Whereas I'm sure if every single burgage plot was making their own food, I'm sure everybody would have enough food at that point. So we may try to... Well, we've already lived on this for a year, and it does not seem to be doing any good. And we're... At least we are going to have some more wheat coming in. But it does seem like we're just going to have to bite the bullet and either completely rebuild all burgage plots or call it, because it was fun trying to figure out the food situation. And seeing if I could do it in a non-min-maxy way, but it just seems like this is what you have to do, is make the most out of each of your burgage plots, because otherwise they are just eating too much and not producing enough food. And so you end up in this spiral sort of situation where, yeah, you're just running out of food all the time. At least for the fuel situation, we were able to figure that out relatively simply. It wasn't too difficult. But yeah, that lack of a development point in anything food related is also probably hurting us substantially. I wish there was some way that we could respec this. I don't think that there is. Oh yes, yeah, that's right. I also had them on the strict fasting, which is a big reason that we had low approval as well, and I forgot to take that off. So that's entirely my fault because I'm an idiot. But yeah. That's about all I have to say for the moment. Hopefully we can still kind of salvage this. I think I've kind of tired of the city building at this point. If I can't figure out something in the next episode or two, I may just have to come back to this game another time. It would probably be a while. I don't know if I want to do all of this again anytime soon. But I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.